Hello one and all, and welcome to my tarot website, Tarot Journeys on YouTube. Today the subject matter is going to be controversial, I would think. But you have to remember that these are my thoughts, my experiences and my opinions, and I am only throwing them out to you. So I won't be scared because I am a parent. Now I'm going to explain and use an analogy of a 3-card spread. Now with a 3-card spread you have a central theme, a beginning and an end. That is in general. I mean, obviously some might do it different, but that is the general synopsis of it. And the cards are read separately. Now I'm going to show you in this video excuse me, that the moment cards are connected there's a different story that unfolds. In other words, each card does not have its own dynamic or traits the moment it is touched with another. To use an analogy, this would be like having a lot of chain links, say you've got 50 of them, and they're just a worthless load of weight. The only time that that chain functions is when the links are put together. And this is what I intend to show with card connections. I'm going to use the analogy of a weekly forecast, and I'm going to start with the conventional way. So we'll start with this card. Now this is the 9 of Cups. Now this is a very nice card, and obviously being cups it's emotive. So this is a feel-good card. This is feeling on top of the world. And as you know, that if you have this card in a spread for the outcome, it means a very nice outcome. So it's a very nice card, and its dynamic is of niceness. Now the next card I'm going to choose is, to say the least, a party pooper. Now it is this one, the Devil. Now the Devil is for subversion, a negative connotation. It is to do with things that are not right, glitches even, or subversive behaviour, as I've just said. Now if you draw this card for a business question, will my business be successful? Then the answer most definitely is yes. But because this is the ruler of Capricorn, or this is not the ruler, but this is the major trump of Capricorn rather, it is ruled by Saturn. Now Saturn is a planet of limitation and of mastering. It expects maturity, it expects learning. So with this card, whilst the achievement and the acquisition is correct, there is to come with it a lot of learning. So in that process you will have glitches, you will have problems, you will have obstacles. So the outcome of this card in business is success but hard work, which is the planet of Saturn. Now I'm going to take another card, the Ace of Swords. Now the Ace of Swords is a card, you can say, of honour, straight thinking, new ideas, cutting to the chase, divisions, and basically it's an honourable card. However, when these 3 cards are together, the story is very different. If we had this scenario, then we have pleasure obtained with a propensity towards violence. This then becomes a love of violence. It could even become violence that's enjoyed to the person themselves, although that's highly unlikely. So we have a love of violence. Now this middle card has corrupted 2 very nice cards. Now further to this, if you drew this card on a Monday or Tuesday, then you would have 2 days of nice feeling good about yourself, etc. If you drew this on a Wednesday and Thursday, then you would have a feeling of things not happening right, subterfuge, being ripped off, or whatever the negative content will be. If you have the swords to finish up, say on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, you would have a feeling of justice or justification in your actions or whatever. Now this is all very well if you are going to use one card and draw for 2 days, use another card and draw for 2 days, and use the other card, say, to finish the week off for the last 3 days. If you drew this card every time it was put back in the pack, and you drew that 3 times, then this is a continued process of feeling good. Now, the story that's been told here is entirely different to what these 3 cards mean. This is changing the dynamic and the personal traits of these cards. Now here's where it gets a little more interesting, because if this happened on a Monday, then you've got the rest of the week to reflect it. The only way you would know this would be to ask the question, what will happen to me on a Monday? What would happen to me on a Wednesday or a Saturday? So you see, each of these cards that can be taken separately don't mean they're ideal traits because of this fella in the middle. Now I'll demonstrate another one. The 4 of Wands. Now this is a very happy card. This is a card of celebration, a card of joy, a card of entertaining, hospitality, that kind of thing. And it's a good card. Now if we have this card, the Moon, this is inner consciousness. This is feelings, inside feelings. This is about intuition. It can also be, with certain cards, photography, reflective images. So it's a card of non-tangibility, if you like. So another card, the 3 of Cups. Now again, this is a very celebratory card. So this is usually, or can be, I would say usually, with family and friends, close associates. So this is a celebration of some sort. Now, if I was to put this 3 of Cups, say, bear with me a minute. If I was to put this 3 of Cups, oh, sorry, not the 3 of Cups, bear with me. It's live, folks. If I was to put the 4 of Wands at the beginning of this and use the Moon, we could have a full moon party. So there we have a full moon party with family and friends. Now if you take these separately and singularly, then we've got celebration on a Monday and Tuesday, say. We've got doubts, inhibitions, fears, inner reflections on a Wednesday and Thursday, and Friday, Saturday and Sunday we've got family and friends coming round or whatever. But what I'm saying to you is the moment that they are together, then we have a different story. Each card is moved and motivated by the previous one or the one in front. So we can have a full moon party with family and friends. But if you want to get really clever and look at the elemental structures, we have Venus, which is in detriment in Aries, but is the attribution is for the 4 of Wands. Venus is comfortable in Pisces, which the moon rules. So to take it even further, the 3 of Cups is a Cancer card, a cardinal sign, the 3 of Cups. So you could say that we have a celebration at home with family and friends. So the story is immediately changed by those 3 cards. So each card can be sinister or benefic instead of malefic, or it can be the other way around. What I'm saying is that each card does not remain the same when it is next to another. Now I'm going to use another demonstration before I talk some more on this. This is the Star card. Now this is a lovely card, and it happens to be my major trump because I am an Aquarian. Now this is a card of hope, collective hope, inspiration for the future. It also deals with technicalities of all sorts. It's to do with airmail, email, anything to do with communication, air communication, because it's an air card. Now this is a very nice card. If you had this on your first 2 days, say, it means the first 2 days are going to be very nice, especially amongst friendships, social gatherings, etc. Now there is another card to go beside this that I'm not going to put out because it's too macabre. But the other card that goes with this turns this into a plane crash. Now if you had this fella at the end of this, this would be a plane crash with deaths. Now if you had this without and you're reading it separately, this could be endings for the week. This could be an endings, a drawing to a conclusion, or endings for starting something else. However, with a certain 3 cards, this is a plane crash with deaths. So what I'm saying is that any card, if this was to be read and then put back in the deck and then read for the first 2 days, fair enough. If you read Wednesday and Thursday with a card and you had this again, it would mean a continuation. If you had it, this one next to the Wednesday and Thursday, it would mean endings, probably coming from social gatherings, etc. The interpretations are entirely up to you. But I'm only using my interpretations to demonstrate the connectedness with cards. So what I am saying is that any card by itself, yes, it's true to its traits, things will hold for the expression of that card in its own right. But the moment that card is with something else, it is changed. Now I'll put this down for a little while. Now, regarding the connection and the connectedness of cards, it's rather like having a story but not seeing the story with one card. You can only have a general overview of the scenario. So what I'm saying is, when you have a 3-card read, or indeed you have a Celtic cross read, or you have any other kind of read, it doesn't matter if it's a multi-layered read, it doesn't matter if it's the Celtic cross formation, there are cards there, no matter what position, that are going to back each other up. So you might have an outcome card which is connected to the beginning card in some form or another. So every card is connected. Now some say linear spreads are great, some say Celtic cross, some say others, whatever. What I'm saying is, the moment that you use cards more than one, then you are changing that meaning of the card for good, bad or indifferent. Another analogy to use is that an angry man, if you are happy, comes into your atmosphere, changes your persona. Now you might be happy before that angry man comes in, but you are going to get disturbed from his behaviour. The other way round is that you could make him feel better about things when he first showed you anger. So there you have an instance of something changing something else. So I can hear a lot of people out there going, whoa, what's all this about? But this is, remember, this is my interpretation. And I'm going to leave you with my usual thought. And please open up some discussion with me. I very much welcome it. I'm going to leave you with my usual thought. Out of nothing we came, out of nothing we shall return. This has been John. Thank you for listening.